Okay, so I am recording a Legion guide in Zerospace. This is probably my first Zerospace video. This is mostly for Branston. He wants to get into the game, so he asked me to make a guide. So here I am, I guess. So I'll be talking about the units first, because I think the game has a lot of stuff to talk about, like really a ton of stuff, which I'll show you here. So I'm going to try to make this as basic as possible and then work my way up to explain everything. I'm not the best Legion player. I think I'm around 1650 MMR, but I have a really good understanding on how the faction works even at the highest level. So I'll just show you how it's played and explain the units and what to do. So first off, Legion, 4 factions. There's 2 mercenaries that work with Legion. This is like the select screen. The Arandi, which is more situational. Like, I think these work in Legion mirrors, or if you're trying to play a Flux heavy map. And then you have the Cursors, which I recommend you always take. These guys. You mostly take these guys for the sniper unit. If it lets me show you the units. Okay. Oh, there we go. The Cursor did I. So that's why you mostly pick the free Cursor. I'll explain the mercenaries in a little bit. But yeah, usually this is the standard go-to for the most part. Okay, I am back. I had to turn off the user interference audio because that was really annoying. I don't know if how annoying it is in the recording, but anyway. So back to the point. These are the 2 mercenaries you take with Legion. I'll explain both of them. So let's just start, I guess. So Legion, what's unique to Legion? First thing that's really unique to Legion is their heroes. So they get only these 3 heroes. They cannot pick mercenary heroes, but you can get all 3 heroes in the game, which I'll show you how. So first off, you start the game, you build a depot. This is your supply next to your HQ. Any Q3 workers, you basically do this every game. And there's 2 options you can go for. You can go with Inquisitress, which I think is like a really strong dealist hero. So she's really strong at killing other heroes and fighting other heroes. Or you can go with Galavax, which is more of a support hero that has good abilities. So I'll usually go for Inquisitress, so let's go with her. First thing to explain, Legion heroes have energy, as you can see here. So a way to charge their energy is to stand them near to the conduit. So if I stand it here, it drains the energy from the conduit and takes it to my hero, as you can see. I do want to check if the audio is not too loud here. Let me quickly tone down everything, especially the music. Okay. So back to... Didn't even tone it down, did it? So the first thing you do, I usually like to take this hero. You can take the other one. It's like an experimentation between the 2. And as I said, she's really strong in dealing. I'm not gonna focus on the towers now. I'm just gonna explain the units. And then the standard build currently is usually you want to expand first. I'll show you the build exactly when we play. But you have 2 production buildings, okay? As Legion, you start with 2 production buildings. You have the barracks and you have the bestiary. Now you can either play barracks units or you can play bestiary units. So you usually have to choose. So it's like 2 different play style. The barracks units is the standard one. I think it's the easier one to execute as well, and it works in like basically every matchup because there's more unit variety. But the bestiary is kind of a matchup specific. It's very mobile army because it's the exalted, which I'll show you now. So I will mostly be talking about the thrall builds, but I can quickly do a bestiary build if you want to see that, or maybe in another guide, I don't know. Usually I think thralls are more standard. So let's make 1 of each unit here. I just queued 5. So from the barracks you get 4 units. The thralls, which are your basic standard unit, they're very cheap. You get 3 for 50. And they're basically, they deal really good damage for their cost, to be honest, and because they're so cheap, they are really spammable. And you get the Steel Sworn, which is a melee unit that's basically just a front line. He's really also very tanky for the cost. So as you can see, you make 1 thralls. You get 3 thralls here. They look kind of funny. They deal good damage. And then the melee guy is... once he's done, I'll show you that one. So this is the bestiary, which is your, I guess, beasts production. So you get 2 units from here. The rhinos, or exalted is what I like to call them, rhinos. So basically these guys are very mobile because they can jump down cliffs, as you can see. They're also fast, like 650 speed compared to 525. So you have 2 playstyles as Legion, either the thralls, which is mostly what I'm going to be doing today, or the bestiary, which is like a really mobile army. So that's basically it. I'll talk about it maybe at the end of the video, I guess, quickly, but for now I'll focus on the thralls. So this is the melee guy. These guys are light armor. This guy is medium armor. Now, to quickly explain the armors, of course, light is the squishiest stuff. Medium is like the in-between, and there's heavy armor, which I don't have a unit that's heavy armor now. Commanders have something called commander armor. Yeah, hero armor, it's different, so it works independent of these. The idea is some units counter light, some units counter medium, and some units counter heavy, so that's basically why armor exists, just for bonus damage. So you usually just want to spam a ton of these guys, like this is your standard, just to spam thralls. But then if your enemy has anti-light or he has good AoE damage, you can mix in these guys, which basically just act as a front line. And they also get a really good upgrade, so they scale super well into the late game. Same as these guys, to be honest. So that's basically your barracks production. This is your tier 1. Like, these are all the units you have in tier 1. You have 1, 2, 3, and of course your hero. So you don't have anything else. And you have the mercenaries, which I'll talk to about later, not now. I mostly want to focus on the Legion. Okay, let's talk about the top bar abilities. So you start the game with 2 abilities. This is just a recall. It's a very standard. If you get your units, it just recalls them to your base. This is very good because it's big AoE, and then you can select here and then they teleport. Very standard, very cheap as well. Only 5. It's really really good. And then you have the reanimate, which is your go-to support power that you're gonna be spamming like crazy. So what this does is it boosts your unit. So I can select it and drag it on my units like this, as you can see. So it gives them more attack speed and more movement speed, as you can see, 40% and 15%, 40% attack speed, 15% move speed. And if they die, which I will kill one of them now, they will respawn, but they will be weaker. And they respawn, I think, at 40% HP. So let's kill this guy. So you see, he respawned around 40% HP, but now he has minus 30% attack and minus 25% move speed. If you can see, he's much slower than the other 2. But this is, of course, really good because you can save your unit. This is just insane. One of the best, I think, second best top bar ability after the Grell infuse. So that's your tier 1. I think it's very standard. This is your upgrade building and your tier 2 building, the Citadel. I also need to talk about the tower. So while this is building, let's quickly explain the tower. Now, these towers are not used, to be honest, like at all. But you have 2 towers in your army. You have, this is your damage tower, and this is your healing tower. So that's basically it. This tower heals your unit. This tower damages enemies. The thing is, they are quite expensive at 125, so I honestly rarely see them used. They're also quite squishy. You can use them by hiding them in building. For example, you can let me do this. If you put this guy here and you surround it with building, the units cannot really attack it. Like if I try to attack it, they cannot attack. Oh, there's a gap here. I don't know if there's a gap or it's because it's my unit. Can I try again? I think your units can move through your gaps. Oh, there was... Yeah, so usually enemies won't be able to walk through this one, but your units can. Okay, stop. And this guy just heals your units. So these are your 2 towers. Very basic, nothing here insane. Now with the tier 2 finishes, the Citadel, this is where you get your unit upgrades. That's it basically, and you tech to tier 2. Now at tier 2, you unlock 1 new unit in the barracks, which is the Dark Disciple, and you unlock the Mammoth in the Bestiary. I'll talk about both, to be honest. The Dark Disciple is your longest range, highest damage unit. This guy is genuinely insane. Now he does cost, let me get more harvesters so you can just like get resources while we're talking here. This is basically your DPS unit. He does so much damage, he has so much range, and he has an insane upgrade, which I'll get to show you in a second. And then the Mammoth is a siege unit. So this unit is really good at killing structures. And there's a cool mechanic, which I will also show you once it's done. But that's basically its only use. I don't think it's very good at the moment. It has heavy armor, so it's quite tanky. But it only kills buildings. That's like all it does. Okay, so once this guy is finished, which he should finish now, you can see he has 14 range, which is like crazy. Let's compare this guy range. So this guy's 7, so he has double the range. And he does attack really quickly, and he deals bonus versus heavy. This is a really sick unit. One of my, probably my favorite unit for the Legion. Super strong as well, like really strong. The only problem is it's flux heavy. But yeah, this if you have the money, you spam this guy and he just deletes everything. He's squishy, but you just put units in front of him and he deletes everything. Now let's talk about the Mammoth. This is your siege unit, I think, basically. And then there's a cool mechanic where you can put other units on top of it, and then they have different functions. So for example, if I put this guy on top of it, you can see he has a whip. And if you attack, I think he just increases the movement speed of the unit. But yeah, it's a cool mechanic. You cannot remove the unit, by the way. So once you put one unit, you cannot remove it. You can put this guy, which gives it the storm. You can put this guy. They do different stuff. So if you see here, I think the Thrall gives movement speed, yeah, so it gives 120 movement speed. The Steel Sworn gives 3 armor, which is honestly pretty good if you wanna, because this thing is just tanky. That's mostly what it's used for. And the Dark Disciple and the Storm, which I'll get to talk to in a little bit, basically gives it AoE damage, like for storm around it, basically. So these are all your units that's produced from production. Okay, let's talk about upgrades quickly. Thralls have 2 upgrades. I think both are very good. This one is the longer they fire, if you can read it, they just deal more attack speed. It's cool if you can attack with them, like if they don't die quickly. This one is if they die quickly, so every 15 seconds they just deal double damage on 1 attack. So you can choose depending on the game or either. I don't think it matters much. They're both pretty good. Let's just go with this one. The Steel Sworn, however, has bonus damage versus light, which is pretty insane. It's 200% more, or armor. But I usually like to go with armor because, you know, he's just a front line, so he works better with armor. So that's the Steel Sworn. And then you have, this is like a really crazy upgrade. Whenever one Thrall dies, which if you remember, these guys are very spammy. Let's get some of them. They come at 3 batches of 3 for 50. So when one of them dies, they give 35% attack speed to the Dark Disciples. And if you remember, this guy has the highest damage in your army, basically. So this is like an insane upgrade, and you should definitely get this the moment you have it. The moment you make Dark Disciples, you just get this upgrade immediately. And then for our Exalted, which is the other playstyle, they get 2 upgrades. They get the Maul, which is a passive, and they get more range and more damage against air. So what Maul does, which we'll finish, it does bonus damage versus medium, and it slows an attack every few seconds. So it's just basically a disable. Like if you attack a unit, it slows it down and does bonus damage versus medium armor. I get to show you that once it's done. So that, and the Exalted also does bonus damage versus medium. Though I don't know how good Exalted are. They got buffed recently. They used to be good, but then they got nerfed, and then maybe they're good again. It's hard to tell. I need to test them more. So that's why I mostly play Thralls when I play Legion. And then I want to show you the... Oh, we're supply blocked. I want to show you the Dark Disciple. As you can see, I can put him on top of the Mammoth, and you can see the AoE damage around it. It's a pretty cool unit. I don't think it's very good at the moment, but it is really cool. So that's tier 2. One big thing that I did not talk about in tier 2 is the heroes. If you remember, I told you as Legion, you can get more heroes. You can get all your heroes. So this is the hero upgrade building, and this is the hero production building. So I have a production building that only produces hero. Every faction starts with one hero, and he only gets one hero. But Legion can get all 3 heroes from this building, and this talent as well, which I think I'm close to, but I'll get to show you in a second. So these are the thralls. Anytime, if once my DD is up, I'll show you. I'll kill one of them and you see that his attack speed is quicker. So as you can see here, you can get your other heroes, you can queue them. You can only get one more hero at the start, but once you're level 3 in the faction power, which I'll talk to you quickly in a second, you can get the other one. So you can see here, this one. Let's just pick these for now. So now you can get all heroes. And then the heroes also have upgrades here. And the hero upgrades are insane, like super strong, but I'll get to them in a second. So if you can see, if I attack with this guy, you can see his attack speed. But once this guy dies, look at how quicker he's attacking. So this is a really crazy unit with thralls. So your army would usually involve a lot of these guys, some of these guys in the front, and a shit ton of these guys in the back, just doing most of the damage. Okay, so that's basically Legion army. Now here, I got my second hero, which is Krieger. This guy is the best hero in the late game. Like, I told you not to pick this hero. I don't think this hero is good early on. He's probably the worst one to start with. But I think he is the best one in the late game because of the upgrades. Let's put the tier 3 down. This is our tier 3. As we talked about all tier 2 units. Let's talk about the upgrades for the hero. Now, Inquisitress, she has 2 abilities, Cleave and Charge. That's basically her abilities. This upgrade is really crazy and should always go for it. It basically doubles the AoE of the Cleave, which slows units and damages them. So you should always go for this one. And then Galavax, we have Galavax, who has a spear that you can use on enemies or allies that it slows or it heals unit. As you can see, you can sacrifice your guy and he will heal units around them. Or he has a fireball, which is really cool. Give him his energy. Krieger is the guy with the big dog. He has 2 abilities. He has the shot, which is just a shot that deals damage to all units it hits. And he has a movement speed boost for himself and his dog. That's it. Let's talk about their upgrades quickly. So Galavax has really 2 good upgrades. This one allows you to heal your units more. This one allows you to slow and damage enemy more. It's up to you what you like. I think I like the damage more because the slow is really nice. And for Krieger, I usually always go with this one because it really buffs the dog a lot. It basically gives him bonuses every time he kills a unit. So that's it for the tier 2 upgrades. Now these are the tier 3 upgrades, which I'll talk to you in a second. There's a lot of stuff to cover in this game. So yeah, that's probably why it's going to take a while. But if you go to the Citadel again, since we're tier 3 now, you will unlock the tier 3 upgrades, which there's no options here, so you should always just get these 2. This guy only has 1 upgrade. So that's basically it for the heroes, which are really what Legion is about, because having 3 heroes is really crazy. For Inquisitress, this one gives her a second life, basically. So if she's gonna die and there's a thrall nearby, let's kill her. She doesn't die, she sacrifices the thrall to not die. So let's actually just kill Legion here. She's quite tanky, but she will die eventually. Oh, I do not have the upgrade, do I? That's funny. I killed her before I get the upgrade. Okay, I'll show you this again once the upgrade's over. And then for Krieger, we always get the explosion, this one. So this one is basically a nuke. That's what people call it in the game. And it is a nuke. It changes his E from a lion to a nuke at the end, which I will also show you. You should always get this upgrade. And for Galavax, I really like this one. It basically allows the fireball when it lands. So if the fireball lands here, It leaves like a pit of fire, so the enemy cannot go here. The other one just makes the fireball quicker. All these upgrades are really good. You can pick whatever. Okay, we have the upgrade now. I'm sorry, Inquisitress, I killed you for no reason. So here she's back. So let's kill her and let's hope she doesn't die this time. So when she's gonna die, she's gonna sacrifice a thrall, as you can see, and she doesn't die. I think it has a cooldown now. I think she dies. Oh, she doesn't. Does not have a cooldown? I hope it does have a cooldown, no? That would be crazy if she just doesn't ever die. Does she never die? Because there's a thrall? Look at how crazy this is. Yeah, so as you can see... Okay, so she will die eventually, but she's just impossible to kill with these guys. So in a late game, these guys are basically your fodder. They die, they boost the DDs, the Dark Disciples, and they boost your hero, the Inquisitress, which is really strong hero. I've covered almost all the units. There's like 2 more units left, which I'll talk about quickly. So you have your terror tank, which you cannot build from production. You can build it from the build menu here. Then you have your dreadnoughts. So I need more supply. I will also get into a game now and just play to show you how Legion is actually played. As I mostly just explained the units here. I don't know how useful this is, but my friend has never played the game. So I did want to explain the units. What's the strength, what the weaknesses. So, yep. So they're building now. These units, they build on the field. If you build them near this tower, they build quicker. So try to build them near this tower if you can. This is your tier 3 production. It's called the Terror Tower. It does look interesting. I don't really get what's going on with it. Can I build like right on top of it? I think this might be quicker than this. Let's see. Yeah, so these are actually misplaced. When I build it on top of it, you can see this thing, it boosted. So this is the boosted one. These are not boosted. So if you build these units right on top of the tower, oh yeah, there's no space. They will build quicker. I'll talk about the faction power really quick, but this is like a not just Legion stuff, it's everyone. So yeah, as you can see, this will finish before this, I think. So that's how quicker this finishes. I'll show you the tank real quick. Terror tanks are like probably the coolest unit Legion has. They're really good late game. So it's basically a really big tank that you can put turrets on. Yeah, you can see here. You can also remember you can boost it. So now if it dies, it doesn't really die. It just revives with low HP. A really sick unit. And you can add turrets on top of it. There's 4 options. Flame turret, Gatling turret, and then Pulse Forge Accelerator, which is really OP, and then the shield. So these 2 are really good. These 2 are not very good, to be honest. Like, you can use them if there's so many units, but I would not recommend going for these 2. I always like going for this. What this does, it gives more range and attack speed to your terror tank. So terror tank has 12 range by default. Let's see how much range it has after this. And this one is also really sick. So this one gives your unit shields, or like around the tank. It just keeps giving them shields. This is support. It's a lot of damage. Does it show me the increased range? Okay, so it has 16 range now. This has 12. And then if you let's get them both to attack, I guess. So we can attack this one. It does. Look at how quicker this one is firing. This is really insane. Can I give this one shield, or does it have to take damage? Let's see. Yeah, see? If any unit takes damage, this one gives it a shield, and then it goes on cooldown. That will come back, and it's 4 units, so these 2 are really good. The Dreadnought, I don't think it's a very good unit, but it's really fun. So also it has an upgrades where you can buff the bombings. honestly almost never used this one, so I'm not sure. It has the shield, which is what you go for. It has anti-air, so the one time I've seen dreadnoughts being used is as anti-air, so you can give them anti-air. They only get 2 turrets, and they basically kill other air units. It's niche, but then their ability is that they drop bombs on stuff, which is really cool, and you can buff these bombs by taking the bomb turrets. But I think it's a mediocre unit because it's really, really expensive and it tends to just die. But yeah, so that's everything about Legion, actually. That is everything about Legion, yeah. Okay, let's play a game now. And then I'll show you how I actually play and talk about the standard build order. There's a lot of build orders here. So I will just talk about the standard one, or the one I use, and then there's a bunch of variations, but you can honestly figure this one out. There's just so much stuff to cover. So let's go here. I did not even talk about the mercenaries, which I will now. So the free corsair is what I'm going to use. Now you can use Arandi. You mostly use Arandi for this talent. Where is it? This one. It gives you free harvesters or more flux, and Legion does need a lot of harvesters, but that's it. Usually you just want to use the free corsair. So let's go. I'll try to explain what I'm doing while playing. So like I said, we start with the conduit, and we get 3 harvesters, and we get the Inquisitress. And then I will queue a quick expansion here and get 4 barracks and my mercenary camp. So this is where you produce mercenary units. The free corsairs that I picked before the game. So charge the energy and then I will dash away. I go here, contest the tower in the middle. So like I said, she's really good at fighting other heroes, so let's see if the AI does send his hero here. Doesn't look like it. Okay. So what does these towers do? Oh, he did. Oh, he's Legion as well. He went with Galavax. I don't know if I can. I think I'm gonna die here. 1 HP. So what these towers do, that was an interesting experiment. I don't know why he waited till I killed these guys, and this AI is weird. What these towers do is they give you XP. While she's dead, I get to talk about it, I guess. And this XP is used to pick talents that boost your army. So as you can see here, like I like to pick war experience. Basically, you get more XP when you kill stuff. Here you get cheaper upgrades and like quicker research. Here you can get like the 3rd hero. This one allows you to reanimate heroes, which is the boost, and get a 3rd hero, etc. So these are just basically talents. You can consider them as talents, and that's it. Getting my production. I'm playing Thralls, like I showed you earlier. I prefer to play Thralls. So let's get this one. Let's queue our Thralls immediately. Usually you just queue a lot of these guys in early game and then... Oh, what is this AI doing? He's still here. I'm so confused. Okay. There you go, he's dead. It's fine. Our second base is up now. I'm just gonna queue the Thralls. Heroes do heal on their own, as you can see, so out of combat they will heal. And then that's it. I queued 50 million Thralls. I'm waiting for my mercenaries here. And this is basically the early game. You should do this like pretty much every game. You can do this against every faction and it's pretty good. He has snipers. I don't even know what is this here AI doing, to be honest. Let's take the XP. So these are the snipers that I was talking about. Now this is really questionable AI gameplay. I'm supply blocked because I suck. I cannot really play while talking, but mostly because I suck. So let's get more supply here. These are the snipers I was talking about here. These are really insane with your army because Thralls do kind of lack range. As you can see, they're very small range, like 7. So these guys have a lot of range, 20 I believe, 20. So they're pretty good with your army. So usually just get them when you can. And then another thing you can do is, you see this on the map, this is called rich flux. So this gives you double the money that this gives, the flux, this resource. So you usually want to send your workers immediately to the rich flux once it's out. And that's, oh my god. I really cannot explain anything because this AI doesn't give me a break, does he now? I'm just buffing my units with this. Now let's get our upgrade building. So this is our tier 2. Usually you want to get it around now. Once you have the rich flux, and then we can get more harvesters here to get flux. I can send a unit here to take this tower. Did I shift it? I hope I did. Yeah, these deal a lot of damage and you just hide them behind your thralls and they're pretty good at killing stuff. I think we can get another one now. Yep, there we go. And I hope this AI calms down. It's very easy to play, as you can see. We take this tower as well. Get more supply because we're about to get supply blocked. And once you're tier 2, you just get the upgrades. Let's get this one. Let's get the armor. This one. Oh my god, that fireball just like killed half my units. And now here I want to switch to some of these guys, and I'm going to switch to some of these guys. Now we can get our extra heroes. I really cannot explain the game while this AI is just like spamming stuff. So, but I'm trying. And he has buildings in such random places as well. Let's get another base here. Let's get more DDs because remember these guys do a ton of damage. You can also get more snipers from here, which is basically the only unit that you want to get, to be honest, once you get the mercenaries. So the only unit you make from this, you can make the flame tank, but it's just snipers usually. They just do everything you need. And I think this is it. Now we can get the other heroes now, which are really strong. And we can get the hero upgrades like I talked about. So let's get this one. I like this one. This is a terror tank? No, that's tier 2. Ah, the AI is still tier 1. Interesting. Let's get more harvesters because we need them. As you can see, we have no flux because the DD is really expensive. And our snipers are just like killing everything. Let's get more energy. Should get more heroes soon. Hail the idols! Hail the idols. And that's basically it. It's very easy. You spam thralls, some melee guys, a lot of these guys because they do so much damage, as you can see. And then snipers in the back. And that's basically your entire army. You can do this every single game. And I think the AI is dead. I guess I get to show you the other heroes quickly. Legion is really flux heavy, so you want to get as much workers as possible, and then you want to just go tier 3 here. That's a bad place to build a tier 3 actually. Let's put it here. We can put tanks near it. These snipers are killing my DDs. There goes. Well, I hope this AI surrenders. Does it not surrender? Maybe it doesn't surrender. I hope I don't have to kill every single building here. I don't think I've played a full game against AI, so I'm not really sure how it works. Yeah, just more thralls. We can get more production. It does look like it's not gonna surrender, does it? Ew. I don't know, this guy's depressed or something. I don't know what is he doing. Just getting shot at. Oh, there we go. Wow, the AI is trying to build a dreadnought here. This is really a cool ability. I'll show you in a second once I get it. Let's get some of these guys. You can get another base. You can get another base. So this one is really cool. Look, it summons a monolith that just shoots people down. Here are my other heroes. I can get the tier 3 upgrades. And hopefully this AI will surrender sometime soon. Just have to keep shooting it. I guess I'm showing you how to play the late game, I guess. But yeah, there's not really much to it. You can just build a terror tank now. Once you have the money, you're gonna build one. But yeah, supply block, you can take this space now as well. This is the Stormbringer, which I did not get to talk about. Because he's not very good at the moment, he just has an ability to cast a storm. I guess I can show you him, since we're just waiting here. Maybe? I think I will have the money for it soon. I don't have the nuke yet, which is sad. I would like to show you the nuke. Okay, it's almost done. So where's the Stormbringer? Oh my god, did I all army hotkey it? Oh no, it's producing. Research does take its time, doesn't it? So here you go. So if you see this, you see this. So this is the nuke. Look. Pretty cool. And just nuke stuff. Just not lose this guy though. So where's the Stormbringer? So this guy, what he can do is he can cast a storm. And that storm deals damage. It's just this simple, honestly. It is exactly as simple as you think. And that's it. So that's the hero. This AI is really not surrendering and I'm honestly getting bored. I think that's it, honestly. I'm not gonna wait till I kill every building. So this is gonna be the end of this guide, I guess. Yep. Let me surrender. I guess the AI won. He just bored me to death. And that's basically it.